Our attack was a disaster. The other vice cannons agreed to keep our forces together. Should have known they'd peel off the moment I turned my back. If they weren't keeping Stormhold from tearing itself apart, I'd let them boil in a fish kettle. That's the mess. If they're smart, they retreated to a defensible position. My scouts here spotted a cave in the ruins. Before I return to my regiment and order an assault, I need someone to break through enemy lines and confirm they're alive. The cave's smack in the middle of Tenmar Walk. The Dominions locked it tighter than a High Elf's fundament. Might have to knock a few heads to get past them. We each think the other vice cannons are incompetent. Ha! No, it's politics, plain and simple. The one who stays behind looks out of touch, so off we came to the muck. Politics be damned. Next time we draw straws for staying dry and Stormhold. When the Dominion ambushed us, they made a deliberate effort to split our forces. If Hetamin and Servina have any sense on the battlefield, they'd recognize that and stay together. Why does anyone invade anywhere? Those pristine towers of theirs must get boring. Maybe a good brawl in the mud beats chasing their cousins for kisses. Truth is, I don't care why. I care to get them out.
What do you want?
How did you find us? Unless you're a skin stealer. Keep your hands empty, if you please. But you don't stink of death. You're likely what you seem. What remains for you to share is why you came here. Still with us, is he? That man is luckier than a Khajiit in an abandoned fishery. What does Rondar want? If it's for me to say he was right about sticking together, he can drown himself in a bog. We don't need rescuing. We need Rondar to recognize we're bait in another Dominion trap. Tell him I won't allow such wasteful theatrics on our behalf. If you find Vice Canon Rondar's regiment, you'll find him. Tell him to call off his attack before the Dominion picks him apart. He shouldn't throw away his soldiers for what little remains of our forces. If Vice Canon Rondar sends for reinforcements, he'll gain enough soldiers to clear these Dominion muckworms from the ruins. We can manage until then. It's a good place to fight with our tails to the wall.
You aren't like the others. You should keep your own face. It suits you better.
They came from underground. I saw them drag the others away. We prepared to assault the cave when the soldier beside me stabbed me in the back. When I fell, I saw my own regiment attack itself. Those skin stealers wore our friends' faces to betray us from within. Do you think that they have my face now? I saw them take Ukatse alive. Knocked him out. Dragged him away to that altar like a piece of meat. Don't let them steal his face.
Quick, untie me before she returns. That crazy elf. She tried to cut my chest, but I kicked her off the altar. Said she'd be back with a duller knife so it would last longer. Wait, I smell her. Cut me loose. Don't let her steal my face. Thank you, friend.
Stay away from my new face!
What madness. Soldiers died thinking our own ranks betrayed us. I'd like to feed those skin stealers to a Wamasu with the flux. I saw Vice Canon Rondar's guard lead him away before the attack. If his guard was skin stealers, he's in grave danger. I heard a pine thrush call, but those birds aren't native to Black Marsh. Then I saw my friend raise her mace and bring it down on my helmet. But now I know their smell. Sweet with decay, like swamp water. A lingering taste of burnt leaves. I'm not just the best-looking scout in Shadowfen. I'm also the best tracker. I can pick up Vice Canon Rondar's scent and lead us right to him. I'll need someone to watch my back while I follow my nose. We should work in pairs with skin stealers about, yes? Then I'll shadow you and alert you when I pick up Vice Canon Rondar's scent. Ready when you're ready? They brought him past the cave. Strange. It is an old smell. They dragged him up this ride. Didn't strike. Vice Canon. Oh no. We'll find who did this. Did you find any sign of who did this to him? Something's wrong. He smells very dead. If the Vice Canon was dead this whole time, was it a skin stealer who launched the attack on the cave? Or before that, When we lost the other vice cannons? Vice Cannon Rondar always smelled of mead. I didn't. I should have. Zeus! What secrets do the Dominion already know? You're right. They'll know what to do. They have to. Despite his rough manner, Vice Cannon Rondar was a hero to many in Stormhold. When this is all over, you'll have a fitting burial. This impostor must be found before he can fool anyone else. But I think I know where he's hiding. Vice Cannon Rondar ordered us to stay away from a nearby hill. If it was his skin stealer, he must have held us back for a reason. I bet he's hiding below the hill's surface. The buried temple complex must have an entrance there. A doorway, maybe stairs, or a portal of some kind. I'd join you, but I'm no use in tight quarters. I'll inform the Vice Cannons of what happened, yes.
Come to me, mortal. This is the way in. Little mortal, how far we have come since we first met. Yes, you marvelous fool. I allowed them to pull me from oblivion, bind my essence, and siphon my power because I'm secretly behind their shabby little plans. Oh, but you don't know about those, do you? You can never know that, dear mortal. But you're best able to help me dance upon my captor's innards, aren't you? For but a small favor, I'll tell you the Dominion's plans, why they've come to Shadowfen, whose faces they've taken. Everything. You must find the pair of altars binding me, further inside the complex. Do so, and I pledge to share the Dominion's plans and direct you to their most prized possession. Also, I pledge not to violate your corpse on your burial day. A true bargain. Little mortal. Yes, you've heard of Ruvatar, the celebrated Dominion alchemist. It's all his doing, you know. I'll tell you his plans for your impending doom. For a small favor, of course. You must find the pair of altars bind. Within each altar you'll find...
Before the Dominion spots you. You fight the Dominion. You haven't tried to cut off my head yet. You aren't here to worship Daedra, then. So what in oblivion are you doing in a Daedric temple overrun by Dominion skin stealers? Fair point, fair point. All right, I won't deny it. Friends and I came looking for Daedric tidbits to sell to mages. Then those Dominion soldiers came. They were thick on the ground until today. I was about to make a break for it when I saw you. Caught, one by one. I'm the only one alive. Well, alive and wearing my own skin. Hey, let's help each other escape. You draw their attention and I'll slip past them. What do you say? Used a captive Dremora to pull their souls from their body and seal them in magic rocks. Then, well, you've seen how these Dominion wear faces. I still hear their voices, calling from those rocks. They're dead, but still in pain. What a scam. Smart idea, dealing with Daedra. Before the Dominion came, she promised my friend the night of his life for a drop of his blood. I guess being flayed alive counts as the night of his life. She wore his scales like a robe. Seems trustworthy, yes? Maybe. I spent many cramped nights listening to Rúvitar, the High Elf in charge of this place. I'm sure I could piece it together. But my friends don't deserve to be trapped in glowing rocks. Free them, and I'll help you. A good deal, yes? Trust me, it's for the best. I'll make my way to the inner chamber, where Rúvitar spent most of his time. Try not to attract the Dremora's attention while you're about. She's a vengeful creature. The Dominion captured their souls in strange rocks. They're on platforms, and they glow like rutting Wamasu. Rúvitar complained the rocks were very fragile. I bet smashing them would release my friends. Good thing you didn't release the Dremora. We'd both be ribbons in her hair. Behind her, there's a door to what Rúvitar called the Vault. They have hissed sap in there, stored in giant vats. It's part of their skin-stealing magic. The real question is, where'd they get so much? Wait, I don't want to know. Whatever they did to the hissed sap turned it flammable. Once we enter the vault, set those vats on fire to end this nightmare. That's the easy part. I heard Rúvitar mutter the words 100 times. Maybe you can get something useful out of that Dremora before she realizes you double-crossed her. If you keep her busy, I'll open the door.
You're no fool to withhold your trust. Commendable, truly. But you'll go no further without my help. Destroy these bindings and free me. Your reticence is infuriatingly enticing. Very well. Rúvitar used hissed sap and my stolen essence to create his skin stealers. The hist sap is what steals the victim's memories. It's all to acquire the Nemic egg. With it, he has olive black marsh. My patience grows thinner than you'll be after I fit you with a scathing girdle. Fail to uphold this bargain and I'll instruct you in pains of which you've never conceived, mortal. Wait, what is that swamp rat doing to the vault door? Then gaze upon your doom. Ruvitar and his prize.
No sign of Ruvitar, but the Nord over there is definitely a skin stealer. I know what he's planning to do with those prisoners. If I help out, you'll tell nobody about my Daedric relic hunting, yes? When you approach, that Nord skin stealer will kill those prisoners and gain power from their deaths. Something the Daedra worshippers used to do in Ten Marwalk. I'll run in and release their bonds. I've untangled worse knots, magical or otherwise. Keep him busy, would you? I don't want to decorate his axe. All right, Bijat, you can do this. Faster than a flesh fly, nimbler than Khajiit.
Anyone could be a skin stealer. You'll never find all of us. We are everywhere.
Follow me. The exit is this way. You stopped the skin stealers in Ten Marwalk. I can go home. Yes, yes. I heard him complain this ruin didn't hold everything he needed. He left to find a place of power where he could use his special egg. What did he call it again? Yes, that's the one. Here, this portal leads beyond the ruins. I'll stay here and see about freeing any prisoners stuck inside. And if you're planning to inform the vice canons of Ruvitar, perhaps leave me out of your report, yes? Yes. Did that work?
Things have never looked worse.
Ukatse informed us you had entered the ruins to pursue Vice Canon Rondar's imposter. Whatever you did in the ruins caused a lot of panic amongst the Dominion. We chose our moment and pushed out of the cave. Vice Canon Hatamine was wounded in the process, but she'll survive. Yes, but Vice Canon Rondar's death weighs heavily on Hatamine. She says she should have known. Poor thing. We were all fooled. But enough of our troubles. Did you stop his imposter? Once she's recovered, Vice Canon Hatamine will no doubt celebrate your accomplishment. But this artifact you mentioned, the Nemic egg, do you know anything of its whereabouts? A Dominion general, perhaps, whoever he is, will stop his march through Shadowfen. I'll appoint Ukatse to lead the scouts in our search for Ruvitar, I swear to you, he'll account for the Dominion's terror. This Nemec egg is unknown to me. If it originated in Shadowfen, perhaps an Argonian would know more. I had someone else in mind. Argonian keepers know the history and legends of their lands. I'm positive one of the keepers at the hatching pools could tell us of the Nemec egg. Vice Canon Hatamine and I must rally the remnants of Stormhold's forces to the hatching pools. If the Skin Stealers took Vice Canon Rondar, they'll know what he knew. Rendezvous with our forces at the hatching pools. We must learn what the Dominion plans for the Nemec egg.
Yeah!
Keeper Omnise was a kind woman. She tended eggs, you understand? She was a midwife to Argonian hatchlings. And they butchered her. The Dominion cut her down and left her to rot. I take no pleasure in being right. The Dominion must have learned Vice Canon Rondar's knowledge of the hatching pools. It is imperative we learn the Nemec egg's true role in the Dominion's plans. They bring nothing to this land but abomination. If you haven't seen it yourself, what do they want from us? We merely tend eggs.